Hey everybody, DB here, and it's time for a little Dank or Jank, and I'm behind on my videos, and I apologize, because this Dank or Jank is, this order I placed all the way back on September 27th, and there's a theme to this one, y'all will see. So let's get right at it, y'all. The Guardian of Faith from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, y'all. D&D cards. And it's crazy because for my complete set, I realized I only had this card in foil. And it's the only card I'm missing in regular standard issue. But I had 2 foils for some reason. So I bought this one, and it cost me $3, y'all. This is actually a pretty decent card. Flash, Vigilance. When he enters the battlefield, any number of other target creatures you control phase out. So, pretty cool, right? Yeah, he's 3/2. Digging him. This one, this is funny, y'all. I bought this back in September. You can't get poison counters. Creatures you control can't have -1/-1 counters placed on them. And creatures your opponents control lose in effect. She's 2/2. She is from Phyrexia. And she, I believe, is actually the most expensive card in this set. And she was $3.99 at the time, you know. Because I know there's been some movement on this card. She is definitely Dank. Zeriam the Golden Wind. Flying. Whenever a griffin you control deals combat damage to a player, create a griffin token. I just love griffins, yo. And I didn't have this one. So I figured I would get it. Unbreakable Formation. Creatures you control gain indestructible until the end of the turn. If you cast a spell during your main phase, put a 1/1 counter on each of those creatures and they gain Vigilance. So these are, you're going to see, a bunch of these are actually from the Dominaria United Commander decks. Because I didn't buy any of those Commander decks, but there were some cool cards in there that I wanted. This dude is from my Golem deck, yo. Transguild Courier. He is all colors. But you know what? I'm pretty sure I already have him. So he's actually kind of jank, dude. But whatever. These, I bought these because I didn't get these. And these were jive cheap. Because I know everybody laughs at these cards. But I actually kind of dig them. It's 29 cents I paid for this dude. Because, you know, they're all redos of the original Legends, guys. And I remember opening packs of Legends and getting Torwakui and actually fucking using them for mad long. Just like the Barktooth Warbeard and all those dudes, you know? So, like, I thought it was cool that they did these guys. But yeah, he's kind of jank. We all know that, right? Tenza, Godo's Maul. This was a card I didn't have either, but it looked pretty dope. So I went with it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. As long as it's legendary, it gets an additional +2/+2. And if it's red, it has trample. So I don't know. Maybe put that in my giant deck. We'll see. That's like a middle of the roader, right? Which probably means it's jank. This is Stang. He's another Legends redo. He makes a token of himself. It's pretty cool. Robarian Mercenaries. Vigilance. He has all activated abilities of all legendary creatures you control. I think that's pretty dope. So, I'm going to put him here. This is Rien. Yeah, Rien? Maybe he's French. I don't know. Angel of Rebirth. Flying. Other multicolored creatures you control get +1 and +0. Whenever another multi-creature you control dies, return to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. I got a bunch of multicolored decks, so I thought, why not? Ramirez, again, another Legend redo. Not really good. Orca the Siege Demon. Lady Orca has now turned into this crazy demon. Trample. Whenever another creature dies, put a counter on her. When she dies, it deals damage equal to the power. She's a 5/5. Pretty cool. Krenko, 10 Street Kingpin. Whenever he attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it, then create a number of 1/1 red goblins equal to his power. Yeah, everybody knows Cranko. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have Cranko. I don't know. I forget. Maybe it's not the tinge. It's the one from Conspiracy. I forget. Knight of New Alara. Each other multicolored creature you control gets +1/+1 for each of its colors. I don't know. I really dig cards like this. The art on this is pretty cool too, I thought. So yeah, and I didn't have it. So went with that, but she's probably jank. Jasmine Boreal, the Sense of the Seven. Again, another Legends redo card. You can tap her for mana, but only to cast creatures with no abilities. But you know what? What says jank like no abilities, dude? I'm talking fucking gray ogres and fucking hill giants. You know what I'm saying, dude? Let's like grizzly bears and fucking Druckworth boars. All that crap, dude. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna fucking make a deck of that shit, yo. Maybe I'll put the other Jasmine Boreal in there as well from Legends, because I have her. These were some Hydra tokens that I picked up for my Hydra deck, because I thought the art on this is fucking dope. Really like this. Who's this? Simon Dominic. Simon Dominic. Very well done, dude. Your Hydra is pretty badass. It captures the essence of like a basic... pretty basic D&D Hydra, even though you have 6 legs here, but I'm cool with that. And the heads are dope, man. Very well done. So I picked up 2 of those. Hero of Precinct 1. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 1/1 white human creature token. Yeah, 2 mana. Not bad, you know. Griffin token to go with Zerium the Golden Wind. I almost called him Golden Feather, but that's the other dude, right? Zubria the Golden Feather. This, the Glint Eye Nephilim. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards, and you can discard a card, and he gets 1/1 until the end of turn. He's a 2/2. He's 4 random mana, dude. But this artwork is ridiculous, dude. So dope. So dope. Mark Zug, named after my favorite Blood Bowler. Fucking dope. Your Nephilims. So dope. So dope. Don't care what anybody says. General Marhol, Hell's Dragon. He is another legend redo. He's an elf warrior. Whenever a creature you control gets blocked, it gets +3/+3 until the end of turn for each creature blocking it. It's a 4/4. Not too bad. Fusion Elemental. He is 5 mana for an 8/8. Yeah, for my 5-color deck. I figured, hell yeah. Chromanticore. Yo, I love Manticores. Dude is 5 mana. He has a bestow cost. He has flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, lifelink. An enchanted creature gets +4/+4 and has all that shit. Fucking nutty, dude, for 5 mana. The Chromanticore. He's an enchantment, too. Dude, yeah, he's kind of nuts. How much was the Chromanticore? I don't even know. Let me look here. Oh, 79 cents. 79 cents. What a steal, dude. 79 cents. Archelos, the Lagoon Mystic. He's a turtle shaman. Do I really need to say any more? You know what I'm saying? As long as Archelos Lagoon Mystic is tapped, other permanents enter the battlefield tapped. Yeah, that could be pretty shitty, especially if you have like an icy manipulator or something, and you could like tap him yourself. And as long as he's untapped, other permanents enter the battlefield tapped. So if you have an icy or something, some way to tap him on your at the end of your turn, when you don't like, because obviously he's a 2/4, right? So there's a chance he could die and shit. But instead, you just keep him as a blocker or whatever, or not as a blocker, because you just keep him there and then fucking tap him yourself. Pretty crazy. Winged Boots. All right, now we're getting these cards, if I remember correctly, are to fill out my D&D cube. Winged Boots. Equipped creature has flying and ward 4. Equip 1. No. It's from the, and they're all going to be from various D&D Commander decks, dude. Wild Endeavor, roll 2 D4s. Okay, you had me at roll 2 D4s. That just makes my D&D bones just ache. Roll 2 D4 and choose one result. Create a number of 3/3 green beast tokens equal to that result. Then search your library for a number of basic lands equal to the other result. That's awesome. I mean, it could suck because you could get one beast in one forest or some shit for 6 mana. But you know me. DB loves a little clickety-clack rolling of the dice. I'll bet it all. Underdark Rift. Yeah. Tap to add colorless 5 and exile it. Roll a D10. And then put a target artifact, creature, or planeswalker into its owner's library just beneath the top X cards of that library where the D10 result is. I mean, yes, I'm rolling D10s. Give me some. Song of Inspiration. Choose 2 target permanent cards in any graveyard and roll a D20 and add the total mana value of those cards. You can return them to your hand, dude. It's pretty cool. Sephrus of the Hidden Ways. This is funny because I'm pretty sure my bro gave me a copy of this. So I don't know why I bought it, but I did. So yeah. She's, what am I trying to say? She's the commander from one of the decks. Whenever you complete a dungeon, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create undead. It's so dope. She's like a necromancer. Whenever one or more creature cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, venture into a dungeon. She's the dungeon, the dungeon delver. Revivify. Roll a d20 and add the number of creature cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. 15 up, you can return them from your graveyard to the battlefield. Pretty cool. Again, for the D&D cube. Moon Silver Spear. Equipped creature has first strike. Whenever equipped creature attacks, create an angel token. Equip 4. I don't know, but why not, right? Immovable Rod, a very D&D item. You may choose not to untap it. Whenever it becomes an untapped, venture into the dungeon. For as long as the rod remains tapped, another permanent loses all its abilities and can't attack or block. 1 white. Yeah, very situational. 4 and then tap it. That's expensive. But whatever. Grave Endeavor, 7 mana. But you know what? It's worth it because you're rolling 2 D10 and choosing one result. You got advantage on those D10s, y'all. Return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the die result. Then each opponent loses X life and you gain X life where X is the other result. You know what I'm saying? Please. Ebb and Fly. Already had this joint, but the artwork. Whenever I like scroll through it, when I'm doom scrolling cards, I always add this shit because that artwork is so dope. Who did it? Real Threat. So dope. Ebb and Fly. You roll D6s. Ebb and Fly becomes that power. So good. Desert. Like the art. Have a million deserts. Even Arabian Nights ones. Just like the art. Dance Macabre. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature. Roll a d20 and add the toughness of the sacrifice of the creature you sacrifice this way. You can return creature cards put into the graveyard under your control and stuff. Pretty good. Clay Golem. Already had this one. Realize that. But he rolls d8s. So apparently late at night, I was doom scrolling through D&D cards, and anything that had a die roll on there, I was putting into the cart. You know what I'm saying? When he becomes monstrous, he goes berserk, destroy target permanent. Yeah, there's one of these in my Golem deck already. Cataclysmic Gearhulk, 4/5, Vigilance. When he enters the battlefield, each player chooses an artifact, a creature, enchantment, and a planeswalker from among permanents they control, then sacrifices the rest. It's Cataclysmic, y'all. Berserker Frenzy. Cast a spell only before combat or during combat, before blockers are declared. They block, you force guys to block and stuff. And then last but not least, y'all, coming at you with a D&D card of most D&D-ness. The Belt of Giant Strength. It's funny, it doesn't tell you what kind. Is it a Hill Giant Strength giving you a 19? Or are we Storm Giant rocking it out at a 25? Whatever it is, equipped creature has base power and toughness 10-10, and you can equip it for 10. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is the power of the creature. So the bigger creature you put it on, the less it costs to cast. But it's a dope card. And you know what? I already had one. Oh, giggity. Wasted like 35 cents on this bad boy. But whatever. It's cool. So as you can see, dude, that is an order. It's actually an online order. It's not from my LGS. From all the way back on September 27th. So yeah, I'm filming this video. It's middle of October. Or no, it's a week before Halloween. Something like that. Yeah, trick or treat, bitches. So remember, be good to one another. Do what you feel.